Alrighty, to make a graph for this lab write-up, we're going to need to make a double line graph because we have both gummy bears that we want to show on one graph. So just like last time, we're going to open up a Google Sheets. You can do that on Google Classroom, or you can just add it to your Google Sheets in general thing. And we're going to make our table. So our X, or our independent variable that's going to go on the bottom, is basically time. And we're going to have before and after. We have what we're measuring, our dependent variable in this case, is going to be mass of gummy bear. We measured that in grams, so let's include our units there. And then we had our saltwater gummy and our distilled water gummy. And I'm going to put in fake data here, but you should check out your data sheet and put in the data that you collected here. So let's say that our gummy bear was 3.5 before salt water and it was 4 grams after salt water. The distilled gummy bear started at 3.5 grams, and after we measured him, he was 6. Okay, so we have our table in here now. And if I just go ahead and select that whole square, and we're going over here to our insert chart button, it's okay if yours comes up as a bar graph, but remember this is over time, so we want it to be a line graph. So you're coming over here, I just double clicked on the graph to pop up this chart editor. You want to make sure you're in data, and then if this doesn't all pop up for you, you're going to click the chart type and go down here to line. So it should work out for you, but if you need to add anything like axes, so we have to add our vertical axis here, you're going to go over to customize, and first of all, let's change our chart title. So we're going to go to chart and axes titles, and we want chart title. Okay, and we're going to call this change in mass of gummy bears. Okay, and we need units on our horizontal axis. So let's go down here and say days. Oops. And then if we come to vertical axis, so again, I'm just, rates type, we're going to choose vertical axis. And here, this is our actual mass of gummy bear. So we're going to say mass of gummy bear. And we want to have our units, so there's grams. Okay. If you don't have a legend, you're going to click down to where you have legend. And if it says position, you probably have none right there. If it didn't give you one, you can put it wherever you want. Auto is fine. That is about it. If you have both of your axes here, time and mass of gummy bear, you've changed your title, and we have a legend, so we can see that the salt water before and after, and that it grew, and that we have distilled water before and after, and that it also grew, just a lot more. So once you're ready to put that into your lab write-up, if you click on your graph and click on the 3 dots, say copy chart, and then we're going to come over to our lab write-up, and where it says figure 1, change in mass, we're going to copy that and insert our chart. Remember, if you want to paste linked to spreadsheet, this means that anything you change in your chart on the Google Sheets is going to update in your graph. If you don't want that to happen, I would say paste unlinked, and nothing is going to link or update at that point. So paste, there's our graph. This is a little big, so we can make it a tiny bit smaller. One thing I noticed in the last lab report was that some people made their graphs really tiny and I couldn't see it, or it cut off the axes titles. So please make sure your graph is big enough so that I can read it easily and I'm not squinting at it. That's even a little too tiny. So right about there is good. Now you have your first graph done. Hopefully yours looks like mine. If you have questions, come in anytime to find me or ask me at a reasonable time in class.